Councillor Williams?
Yes, Mr. Manhennet, a further explanation, please, on first of all the $250,000 variance in the venue expenditure.
Where are you?
Under strong, safe and healthy communities venues, it's 250,000 variance there.
The budget obviously wasn't correct. Anyway,
I'm guessing
that's the actuals.
that it's be a mixture of the a reduction in some revenue lines, and we're only talking about a 5% variance, and I will look into that and come back to you with some more details. There will be quite a breakdown of it, but it could be any number of items that leads to that. What we've tried to do is just give explanations where the variances are greater than plus or minus 10%. But yes, we will come back to you with a breakdown of the venue expenditure.
Okay, and then the next one is, could you tell us why there's been such a blowout in the leadership, governance, advocacy and the community engagement budgets, please?
There's an explanation there as far as the community engagement is concerned. As far as leadership, governance, I'd like to come back to you outside the meeting. I haven't got the information with me at this stage.
Anything further? If you're wanting explanations for these bit by bit, these variances, if they're more than 10%, have explanations and footnotes to them. If you want to change it and have explanations in your footnotes for 5% or something, just say so, and it will be presented at the end, because under 10% is sort of budget's not quite right and ups and downs and what have you. But you tell us what you want. So if you want 5% variances, or else you'll come back after to Councillor Williams afterwards.
Yes.
Where that's that's had a variance of not quite 10%.
I'm quite happy to take questions outside of the council meeting, where we've probably got access more to the information than at a council meeting.
Point taken. I apologise, Mr. Manhennet, but we've been so tied up with our council time with annual plan submissions. I haven't had the opportunity to do so.
And I think one thing we need to remember too is one of the challenges in local government is in setting budgets, because as you've just referred to, you're now talking about a long-term plan, which doesn't really take effect until the 1st of July next year. But in setting your long-term plan, you're actually setting that first year's annual plan. So here we are, in some cases 2 years out, because if we're looking at March of this year, really looking at setting the budget to where we're going to be March of 2 years' time. By the time we get there, it's quite common to have variances.
Well, let me just add a little bit of meat to the bone from my perspective. If you go on page 18 bar 10 to the column that says total operating expenditures, it's at the bottom of the yellow line. You'll see that the total operating expenditure of 53 million as opposed to year-to-date budget of 52 million is no more than 1.5% variance for the total year for the total budget, and I think that should be applauded. Anything further? 18 bar 11. Turning over to capital spending update on 18 bar 12. Breaks it down a bit further for you. So any questions on capital spending update? Remembering there's 3 months still to go of this financial year.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, my question just concerns where does, as an example, the operation of the Turangi GTAC Centre sit within these items?
Capital, not OPEX.
Oh, sorry. Yep, of course. Yep. What am I saying? Yep.
And a lot of the variances in here on year-to-date are timing more than...
This is stuff we've built. We're in our annual plans or LT plans, and as you'll see there, the Service Delivery Centre at Mangakino you all visited the other day. So this is all the CapEx expenditure so far. What's been spent at Owen Delaney Park reserves, emergency management vehicles been replaced. Bits and pieces like that. A lot of roading, as you'll see if you turn over and where the roading was done. Tongariro Street traffic calming, Acacia Bay, etc., etc. Is there any questions on going, what do we do? We've got 18 bar 12, 18 bar 13. Thank you, Councillor Johnson.
I will return at 5.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were leaving. 4. 18 bar 14. It's actually quite good to read this, Hunks. You just know where the money's gone, what it's been spent on, and etc., etc.
So as you can see, our year-to-date spend against the budgeted year-to-date position net of ET was budgeted to proceed, and we haven't proceeded with them.
Any further explanation, questions? Okay, going through to page 18 bar 8, Treasury Management Report. Do you wish to speak to this or take it as just take questions just for a minute? I'm on 18 by 8 now. Oh, I'm sorry, 18 by 18. Get some new glasses, Rick. Any questions on that? Overdraft cost of $4.26. It just pops up every time. I feel like writing a check.
Just do a journal entry or something, just shake that away.
Okay, going over to the cut the pies, etc., and the graphs on 1819 Treasury Management Investments. You can see on your left-hand side your investment portfolio, etc., etc. Any questions on that page? The year-to-date interest costs are pretty much on target, aren't they?
Yes, and we're just slightly ahead on investment returns.
Yeah. Because of your smart investing a year or so ago, so. Anything on that page? Being nothing, turning to 18 bar 20. And include 18 bar 21. And 18 bar 22. And again that $4.26 overdraft. Page. Okay, so going back to the start is that there's a suggested resolution that the Taupo District Performance Report 30th of April, 30th of March. Is that right? Or was it in March? Because it's 9 months.
It's a mixture. It's a mixture.
I think the performance report is
for
for
April, yeah, that's right.
and the finances are for March.
Yeah. So have you got 2 separate resolutions?
No, but if you just take the Taupo District performance report,
Receipt.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Cool. Move. Councillor Williams, second. Councillor Downard, all those in favour?
Aye.
Carried. Thank you very much.